How many times do you wake up at night to go to the bathroom? Once, twice, 3 times, or have you lost count? It happens every single night, week after week, month after month. A Harvard University study involving 28,000 people over 60 revealed a shocking fact. Those who get up to urinate 3 or more times per night live, on average, 7 years less. 7 years. This isn't just an annoyance. It's a silent threat to your health. But here's what's truly surprising. 91% of these nighttime awakenings can be eliminated without pills, without surgery, and without expensive medications. And the most powerful method is so simple that most doctors don't even mention it to their patients. Does this sound like you? At 3 a.m., you're lying there wide awake. Your bladder feels like you chugged several liters, even though you went twice before bed. You get up, shuffle through the dark holding onto the walls, do your thing, crawl back to bed, and then lie there for another hour unable to fall asleep. Or before heading to see your kids or grandkids, your first thought isn't excitement about the visit. It's, where's the bathroom? Will I make it in time? What if I embarrass myself? Maybe you've already given up long trips, theater outings, or park walks because the fear of not finding a toilet fast enough outweighs everything else. A lot of people think, it's just old age, everyone over 60 deals with this. No, this is not normal. It's a signal that your body needs help. And the good news? Help exists. Today I'm going to share 8 practical ways to get your bladder working like it did when you were younger. Not just fewer nighttime trips, but deep, restful sleep all night long, freedom to move around without worry, and a life free from constant fear and embarrassment. Number 8 will seem almost too basic, but 90% of people skip it. Number 5 will surprise you. It's something you do every day without realizing how much it's wrecking your sleep. I saved number 1 for last because it's one of the biggest breakthroughs in recent years. Stick around to the end. There's a bonus tip that supercharges all 8 methods. Important warning. If you have serious kidney issues, heart failure, diabetes, or you're on diuretic medications, talk to your doctor before making any changes. Safety first. Drop a comment below. How many times do you usually get up at night? What city are you from? I love hearing from our community. I read every single comment. Let's start with number 8. Number 8. The last sip rule. No liquids for 3 hours before bed, minus 38%. It sounds basic, but almost everyone with nighttime issues ignores it. A University of Toronto study with 4,000 older adults found stopping all fluids 3 hours before bed cut nighttime bathroom trips by 38%, nearly 40%. No drugs, just one habit change. Why it works? At night, your kidneys are supposed to slow down. Drinking anything in the evening forces them into overdrive when they should be resting. Over time, this becomes a bad habit that's harder to break. How to do it? If you go to bed at 11 p.m., your last sip, water, tea, soup, kefir, anything, must be no later than 8 p.m. Thirsty? Rinse your mouth with water and spit it out. The dryness goes away without loading your kidneys. Drink plenty during the day. Dehydration is dangerous. We're only cutting evening fluids. Moving on to number 7, the hidden sleep saboteur. Number 7, the caffeine trap. No caffeine after 2 p.m., minus 26%. Think you don't drink coffee in the evening? Think again. Stanford research shows even 1 cup of black or green tea at 3 p.m. increases nighttime awakenings by 26%. Caffeine from that afternoon cup is still working at 3 a.m. Half the caffeine from a midday tea is still in your system by 6 p.m. A quarter lingers past midnight. It does 2 things. Makes your kidneys produce more urine. Blocks melatonin production. Double whammy on your sleep. Where caffeine hides, black/green tea, cocoa, chocolate, cola, some painkillers. Solution: 0 caffeine after 2 p.m. Switch to chamomile, mint, linden, or herbal teas. They actually help you relax. If you've been a heavy tea drinker for years, taper off gradually to avoid headaches. In a week, sleep gets deeper, awakenings drop, mornings feel clearer. Ludmila Petrovna, 72, Samara. I drank 3 to 4 strong teas a day. Last one at 8 p.m. Constant bathroom runs at night. Switched to chamomile. After 10 days, I slept until 5 a.m. for the first time in 15 years. 2 rules down. Now number 6, about what happens to your legs by evening. Number 6, gravity's return. Elevate your legs for 30 minutes in the evening, minus 42%. Gravity pulls up to 700 milliliters of fluid, almost 3 glasses, into your lower legs during the day. When you lie down, it rushes back into circulation. Kidneys get a sudden flood and pump it out fast. First urge often hits within an hour of falling asleep. Mayo Clinic research. 30 minutes of leg elevation in the evening reduced nighttime awakenings by 42%. How? 3 to 4 hours before bed. Lie down with legs raised above heart level, 8 inches/20 centimeters, using pillows or a blanket roll. Stay 30 minutes. You can read or watch TV. Legs feel lighter, swelling drops. Nights get calmer. If you have varicose veins or heart issues, check with your doctor first. 3 methods in play. Now number 5, the surprising one. Number 5, the salt trap. Cut salt in the evening, -36%. Regular table salt, that white stuff on every table. A Nagasaki University study, cutting salt intake in half reduced nighttime trips by 36% in 8 weeks. Salt holds water in your tissues. Evening salt equals buildup overnight. Kidneys work overtime to flush it. Plus, excess salt irritates the bladder wall, triggering signals too early. Hidden salt bombs, sausages, smoked meats, canned foods, pickles, cheese, ready sauces, store-bought bread. Fix. Remove the salt shaker from the table. Don't add salt to finished dishes. Use herbs, dill, garlic for flavor. Be extra strict at dinner. Don't eliminate salt completely. It's essential. Just reduce it in the second half of the day. In 2 weeks, less facial puffiness, calmer nights. Halfway there. Now number 4, the game changer. Number 4, bladder training. Kegel exercises 3 times a day, -53%. Your bladder is a muscle. It can be trained like any other. Oxford University research. 12 weeks of targeted exercises cut nighttime awakenings by 53% in people over 50. Aging weakens pelvic floor muscles. The bladder sends false alarms when only half full. Kegels strengthen them and teach the bladder to hold more without panic. How to do Kegels. Sit or lie comfortably. Tighten the muscles you'd use to stop urine midstream. Pelvic floor only. No abs, butt, or thighs. Hold 5 seconds, relax 5 seconds. 10 reps equals 1 set. Do 3 sets daily, morning, afternoon, evening. In a month, urges get milder and easier to hold. For methods working. Now number 3, the one almost no one talks about. Number 3, the temperature secret. Warm feet before bed, -44%. Cold feet are strongly linked to nighttime bathroom runs. Karolinska Institute, Sweden, research. People with cold feet woke up 44% more often. Mechanism. Cold constricts vessels, blood shifts to the core kidneys, filter more plus stress response, hyperactive bladder. What to do? Wear warm socks, cotton or wool, to bed. For really cold feet, use a hot water bottle at the foot of the bed. An hour before sleep. Warm foot bath, 104 degree F/40 degrees Celsius, 15 minutes. Add salt or lavender oil optional. Feet relax. Falling asleep gets easier, awakenings drop. If diabetic, test water temperature with your elbow to avoid burns. 5 methods in your toolkit. Now number 2, the one that surprises most people. Number 2, pumpkin gold. Pumpkin seed milk an hour before bed, -34%. Plain pumpkin seeds are magnesium powerhouses, up to 500 milligrams per 100 g. Magnesium relaxes bladder walls. Plus, phytosterols, like beta-sitosterol, strengthen the pelvic floor and promote complete emptying. Japanese urology research. Pumpkin seed extract for 8 weeks reduced nighttime awakenings by 34% in people over 65. How to make. Grind 2 tablespoons raw, unsalted, peeled pumpkin seeds into powder. Pour in a cup of hot water, 158 degree F/70 degrees Celsius. Steep 10 minutes. Drink warm, with sediment, an hour before bed. Then go to the bathroom. Taste is mild and nutty. Bladder relaxes, urges weaken. Skip if allergic to pumpkin. 6 methods down. Now the big one, #1. Number 1, evening full empty ritual, double voiding technique, plus 63% complete emptying. Most people do this wrong and pay with sleepless nights. Johns Hopkins research. In 63% of people over 60, after a normal trip, 50 to 150 milliliters of residual urine stays behind. Lie down. New urine adds quickly, wake up in an hour. Aging weakens bladder muscles. It doesn't squeeze everything out, especially if you rush. Double voiding technique. Sit relaxed. Urinate normally until it stops. Don't stand up. Wait 30 seconds. Take deep breaths. Lean forward slightly, hands on knees. Gently press palms just above the pubic bone. Urinate again. Repeat 1 to 2 times. Takes 2 to 3 minutes, but bladder empties fully. Do this every night before bed. Awakenings pushback hours. Press gently, no force. If pain, see a doctor. Bonus: warm heating pad plus breathing for false urges. After the ritual in bed, place a warm heating pad on your lower abdomen, above pubic bone. For 10 minutes, relaxes the bladder. If you wake with an urge, don't jump up. Take 3 deep breaths in and out. Often the false signal fades. If not, then go. Quick recap of all 8. 8. Last sip. No fluids 3 hours before bed. 7. Caffeine. None after 2 p.m. 6. Leg elevation. 30 minutes in the evening. 5. Minimal salt at dinner. 4. Kegels. 3 times a day. 3. Warm feet/socks before bed. 2. Pumpkin seed milk an hour before bed. Double voiding every evening. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. 3 quick requests. Comment below. Which tip will you start with, or all of them? Your story could inspire someone reading at 3 a.m. thinking there's no hope. Like and share this with anyone who needs it. Mom, dad, neighbor. One click could change a life. Subscribe and hit the bell. Coming up soon. 7 foods that help restore kidney function. Nocturia isn't an inevitable part of aging. It's a fixable problem. Start today. Your best nights are still ahead. Sleep soundly, wake up refreshed, and live fully. Take care of yourself. See you next time.